Deep within Whispering Woods, a curious raccoon named Maple explored. Sunlight dappled through ancient leaves. He sniffed at mossy roots, searching for berries. Suddenly, a soft blue glow caught his eye. Hidden beneath a fallen log, something pulsed with light. Maple nudged away the debris with his paw. He uncovered a paintbrush, shimmering with an ethereal blue light. Its bristles hummed softly. Maple, captivated, picked up the glowing brush. He instinctively dabbed it on a smooth rock. He painted a simple, juicy red apple. To his astonishment, the painted apple materialized. It was real, perfectly ripe, and smelled delicious. Maple's eyes widened in disbelief and wonder. He quickly scurried to find his friends. First, he found the wise old owl perched on a high branch. Then the cheerful rabbit twitching his nose. The playful fox with his bushy tail joined them. A gentle deer with soft brown eyes approached cautiously. Finally, the tiny hedgehog waddled up. Maple excitedly showed them the glowing brush. He demonstrated its magic, painting a golden apple. The friends gasped as it popped into existence. Laughter and exclamations filled the clearing. The rabbit painted crunchy carrots, which instantly appeared. The fox conjured fluttering, colorful butterflies. The deer, with a thoughtful expression, painted a cozy treehouse. It rose from the ground, warm and inviting. The hedgehog, with a tiny brush stroke, made a sparkling pond. The forest buzzed with their joyful creations. Maple painted a friendly, sparkle-breathing dragon. It soared playfully above the trees, snorting glitter. The clearing grew increasingly crowded with whimsical objects. Golden apples, carrots, butterflies, and more filled the space. The wise owl observed from her branch. Her gaze was gentle, yet serious. She hooted softly, gaining their attention. "Friends," she began, her voice calm and deep. "This magic is a wondrous gift." The animals looked up at her, their excitement dimming slightly. But such powerful magic demands responsible use. Her words hung in the air, a gentle caution. The playful dragon landed softly, its sparkles fading. A moment of quiet reflection fell upon the friends. Maple looked at the crowded clearing, then at the brush. The rabbit stopped nibbling his carrot. The fox's playful grin softened. They began to grasp the importance of balance. The magic was incredible, but it needed thought. The owl's wisdom resonated deeply within them. They understood that power came with responsibility. The glowing brush still pulsed, but its light seemed different. No longer just for fun, but for purpose. Maple held the brush, a new understanding dawning. The forest, though filled with magic, needed more. Their initial joy now mixed with thoughtful consideration. They looked at each other, a silent agreement passing. The owl nodded, a knowing look in her eyes. The magic was real, and so was its weight. A new path for their power began to form. The owl's gentle caution echoed through the clearing. Maple and his friends reflected on their magical creations. The hedgehog, small but thoughtful, spoke up. He suggested painting things the forest truly needed. A new direction for their powerful magic. Maple nodded, understanding the wisdom. The rabbit bounced, excited by the idea. The fox wagged his bushy tail in agreement. The deer lowered her head, a soft smile on her face. The wise owl hooted softly, approvingly. Their first task, preparing for winter's chill. Maple dipped the brush into a vibrant red. He painted lush, ripe berry bushes. Rows of berries materialized, plump and juicy. The rabbit nibbled one, delighted. Next, the forest needed fresh water. The deer carefully painted a winding stream. Clear, cool water began to flow instantly. It gurgled over smooth, painted stones. The fox lapped at the refreshing water. Bees needed sustenance, the owl reminded them. The hedgehog, with tiny strokes, painted vibrant flowers. Daisies, sunflowers, and bluebells bloomed instantly. A gentle hum filled the air as bees arrived. Smaller creatures needed secure homes. Maple and friends collaborated on cozy burrows. They painted hollow logs and sheltered nooks. Tiny mice and voles scurried into their new homes. A profound sense of warmth filled the clearing. Their magic now served a greater purpose. The air felt calm, no longer chaotic. Twilight began to descend upon the woods. The sky turned shades of orange and purple. Long shadows stretched across the forest floor. Maple held the brush for one last gift. He looked up at the darkening sky. He painted shimmering silver stars. Each star took the shape of an animal friend. A tiny hedgehog star, a wise owl constellation, a playful fox, a bounding rabbit, a gentle deer, and finally a raccoon star shining brightly. The celestial artwork adorned the night. With this final act, the brush's light flickered. The glowing blue faded to a dull brown. It transformed back into an ordinary wooden tool. The magic was gone. The brush just wood. Maple held the now inert brush. A quiet moment, but the forest was left brighter and kinder, filled with their helpful, thoughtful creations. The air hummed with a new, peaceful energy. The animals understood the true magic. It wasn't in the brush itself. It was in their collective imagination, in their kindness and unwavering care for one another and for their home. The stars twinkled, a silent promise, a legacy of shared purpose and love. Maple smiled, content and at peace. The forest slept, nurtured by their hearts. A new dawn awaited, full of quiet joy.